So my name's Tanya. I am a unit supervisor for CAFS in residential care, and I've been working for just over 12 months. So I became a ResiCare worker because, to be honest, it was a foot in the door for me with community services, but it's really opened up a whole new world that I love working in. The best thing for me about being a residential care worker is the young people that I work with. Over the last 12 months, I've met some amazing young people who have shared their stories with me, and I think it's a real privilege to meet these young people and work with them. So Resi works kind of like being in a house. So our day runs the same as it would in a normal home with young people, getting kids up for school, making breakfast, taking children to school, to appointments. Sometimes if we've got young people who aren't going to school, activities for them, lunch, after school activities, dinner. So it really is just like a home. My purpose in the home that I'm working at the moment is to create a home-like atmosphere. These young people, a lot of them haven't had that at all, or the ones that have had it, we try to give that to them again, to allow them to feel, take your shoes off, be comfortable, play games, have meals together, just like you would in a family setting. In the actual residential care job space, there's heaps of training that can be done. There's so much learning. For me, I would advise anyone who is coming into community services who wants to work with young people, I reckon it's the best place to start. You learn so much about young people and how to work with them, unfold their stories and gain their trust. Before I was in ResiCare, I was actually in functions and events, so hospitality. I chose to take a new career path once my children were of an age where I wanted to return back to work, and I looked in the community services field and into ResiCare. It's a great opportunity for, say, mums or people that have life experience. You are using the things that you naturally know on a daily basis. I think anyone that wants to work with young people, has an interest in young people, that has a non-judgmental attitude and a caring attitude could work in ResiCare. I hear a lot of stories about the type of young people that we have, and it's basically that they're no hopers, that have got no future, that are just troublemakers, and it couldn't be further from the truth. These young people, they definitely do have a story, they have behaviours that are challenging, but a lot of that's come from their backgrounds, and they don't want to often do the things they're doing. So it's a myth that these young people are just troublemakers. Kids in ResiCare are like all kids. They need consistency, predictability. They need people who are going to care for them, show that care, that they can put their trust in. So, they're no different to any other young person. They may have behaviours that are a little bit more challenging, but they need the same as any other young person. I think change, I think sometimes when you do training or come into community service, you have a bit of you're going to put on your super cape and you're going to change the world. But I think what I've learnt is change is a gradual thing. A change can be someone going from calling you, not using your names, to using your name, to building trust, to seeing them take a step outside the door and go for a walk around the block. Change is gradual. It's not, you're not going to change these young people's world in a day, but you see little changes every day, and that is just amazing. The support of our team, we work closely, at least with one worker on every shift. As a whole, we work as a team in the house. We have team meetings and debrief on each other. It's great to have people, and it's very important to have people that support each other in a challenging workspace. With management, they provide us with training, they try to provide us with answers and support to the questions we don't know. They're always there to pick up where we leave off, and the problems that are a little bit bigger than the house, they support us with. The biggest thing that I've learnt working in residential care is that there's so many young people out there in our system that don't have families, that are without support, that needs that support, that advocacy, that care. And it's been an amazing experience learning about these young people, working with them. If you're looking at having a job in residential care, give it a go. because it's an amazing experience. It gets a bad rap, but it's not what you hear from people. I'd heard stories before I started, and my experience does not match those stories. I've had an amazing 12 months working in residential care. 3 words to describe my job would be challenging, moving, but above all, rewarding.